Friends, welcome back to session 27, where I am going to discuss on the topic process of job analysis. This topic is I am very much fond of with particularly human resource management. This topic is quite what do you call interesting to discuss. Not only to discuss, because job is a tough ask, and then to analyze the job is the another tough ask, and then to have these types of process is a lengthy one. But apart from this process of job analysis, how an organization or the companies, and to particularly concerning with employee altogether, how these proceedings will goes on. Let's see in my this lecture, particularly on the process of job analysis. There are 4 or 5 slides I have taken. In the last slides, obviously the reference will be mentioned. 5 slides, 6 slides that I have taken to analyze this process of job analysis. Let's see, making some questions that how this process will be happening in particularly in private sector and also public sector as well. There are chart I have given in my study material, but I didn't incorporate it there in my PPT. But I mentioned point wise that I will come to in the next slide, or second or third slide. It will show that how the process will start to make the process of job analysis. Let me start to make by introduction of this process of job analysis. Where to place the employees in order to best utilize their skills and talent? This is number one question. This is the bigger question actually. Where to place the employees in order to best utilize their skills and talent? An effective and right process of analyzing a particular job is a great relief for them. This is for the information that I want to give to my students. By making this question, there are many questions that I raised, okay, here. After that, I will answer to those questions, okay. That first question is that where to place those employees, recruited employee, to utilize according to their skills and talent. The second question is how to determine the needs of new employee in organization. This is very much important, because if that fresh candidates are new candidate, if we are going to recruit in the organization, we have to determine it where that employee will do that work according to the nature, particularly for new employee. The third question that I raised, that how to eliminate unneeded jobs. There are many unneeded jobs are there which is under darkness, okay. I don't want to mention here, but many are working. I don't know how the things could be in private sector and also in public sector, but unneeded jobs are there, but which is also continuing, and then the people are there existed, and then they are working. I don't know how they are going to eliminate it, because they are still working. Let us not to make further arguments in this regard, but raising the question is very much important while in job analysis as concerned. The next question is how to set realistic performance measurement standards. In reality, the performance is going to be measured according to the employee standards, and then how you are going to set it out. Let's see. How to identify the jobs and prepare a plan to fill them. These are all the questions that I framed in my first slide. That the last question is how to identify the jobs and prepare the plan to fill them. by only by analyzing the what you call job could be considered. Well, all this can be effectively done by a proper and thorough job analysis. This is the best answer for all these questions. Okay, all that 5 question I raised there. Okay, this is one line answer that I want to give. All this can be effectively done a proper and thorough job analysis. That's it. Managers deals such kinds of challenges in their day-to-day company operations where they need to fulfill effectively and efficiently fulfill the organization's requirements related to human resource recruitment. And also we will consider the fact of the human resource selection and their performance and the satisfaction and cutting down and adding extra responsibilities and then duties to that human resource recruitment. And there is no scope where they can be avert the risk of being wrong. This is what the things could be considered while we are discussing the fact and files are the in reality the establishment in the organization. All these what do you call variables have to consider while doing the day-to-day company operations. An effective and right process of analyzing a particular job. This is the point wise. Okay, there is a further elaboration of discussion is there. An effective and right process of analyzing a particular job is a great relief for them. It helps them maintain the right quality of employees, measures their performance and realistic standards, assess their training and development needs, and increase their productivity. Let's discuss the job analysis process and find out how it serves in the purpose of to fulfill the effectiveness of the organization. Let us discuss job analysis process one by one. Okay, that I have mentioned here point wise. Okay, I have given a chart also in my study material. I couldn't able to incorporate that chart into my PPT. That's why I mentioned here the point wise. Okay, I want to elaborate and I want to discuss what it is all about, how process of job analysis took place. Number one, identification of job analysis purpose. Well, any process is futile until its purpose is not identified and defined. Therefore, the first step in the process is it to determine its need and desired output, or spending human efforts, energy as well as money is useless until human resource manager don't know why data is to be collected and what is to be done with it. This is what the things could be while analyzing the job. When we start the process of job analysis, first the factor will appear the identification of the job. This is very much important. And the second one is who will conduct job analysis. The second most important step in the process of job analysis is to decide who will conduct it. Some companies prepare getting it done by their own human resources department, while some hire job analysis consultants. Job analysis consultants may prove to be extremely helpful as they offer unbiased advice, guidelines and methods. They don't have any personal like and dislikes when it comes to analyze a job. This is how things could be while analyzing the job, because who will conduct job analysis? That is the one question that I already framed in my brief introduction of that process of job analysis. And the job analysis consultant may prove it that with a little bit of example without having any bias, and then having unbiased give little bit of advice and then guidelines towards this method. Number 3 is how to conduct the process. Deciding the way in which job analysis process needs to be conducted is surely the next step. A planned approach about how to carry the whole process is to require in order to investigate a specific job. See, a planned approach about how to carry the whole process is to be required in order to investigate the specific job is all about to analyze the process needs to be conducted is one of the best next step to have a process of job analysis. The fourth one is strategic decision making. Now is the time to make strategic decision. It's about deciding the extent of employee involvement in the process, the level of data is to be collected and recorded, sources from where data is to be collected, data collection methods, the process of information and segregation of collecting data is also very much important while making decision making in an organization and also decision making in the company. Not only in private sector but also in the public sector itself. Strategic decision making have to be serious concern while doing the process of job analysis. The fifth process of job analysis is training of job analyst. Job analyst is recruited and then selected by the human resource manager according to the what you call the providing the workforce by the company and then that organization. Next is to train the job analyst about how to conduct the process and use the selected methods for the collection and then recording of job data. This is how things could be there in the process of job analysis. The fifth point is we have to train the job analyst in particular. Otherwise, job analysis couldn't able to easy for that matter. Next slide will continue the process of job analysis with I have given 4 points once again. The sixth one is preparation of job analysis process. Communicating it within the organization is the next step. Human resource managers needs to communicate the whole thing properly so that employees offer their full support to the job analyst. The stage also involves preparation of documents, questionnaires, interviews and feedback forms. See, this is one process that where we are going to stick on, that the process of job analysis with preparation is very much important, because without having any preparation, I don't think so the human resource manager is going to communicate with the stakeholders or communicate to the people, those who are want to get the jobs in respected organization and respected companies. Which will always involves the preparation of questionnaires and then interview to get how to analyze this type of way, particularly under preparation of the job. The seventh process of job analysis is data collection. It is to collect job related data including educational qualifications of employees, skills and abilities required to perform the job, working condition, job activities, reporting hierarchy, required human traits, job activities, duties and responsibilities involved and employee behavior. See, this data collection is a one method, okay, of that process of job analysis. It's not an easy job. The appointment of enumerator to collect this data is very much important as far as human resource manager is concerned, and at the same time collecting the data and then doing the coding and then decoding in a master copy, and then after that make it a hierarchy and to report of that job activities and also the duties and then responsibilities should be involved employee, and also here employee behavior is also concerned according to the data collection by that enumerator. Eighth one is that documentation, verification and review. Proper documentation is done to verify the authenticity of collected data and then review it. This is the final information that is to be used to describe a specific job. So this is very much important, because doing work, doing service is not important. At the same time, simultaneously doing work and then according to the workforce by the company, at the same time the documentation is very much important by that employee. At the same time, that work must be reviewed and then that work must be verified by that process, particularly under job analysis. The ninth one is developing job description and job specification. Now is the time to segregate the collected data into useful information. Job description describes the roles, activities, duties, and responsibilities of the job, while job specification is a statement of educational qualification, experience, personal traits, and skills required to be perform the job. Ninth one is job description, which will be need to develop, and also job specification, which also needs to develop in the process of job analysis. Where job description, which will always describes the roles and activities, and then duty and responsibilities, and then specification will always represent educational qualification, and then personal traits and key skills of that particular job. Thus, the process of, yes, this is the reference that in the last slide I incorporated in my PPT. Let me end this session with having a little bit of conclusion. Thus, the process of job analysis helps in identifying the worth of specific job, utilizing the human talent in the best possible manner, eliminating unneeded jobs, and setting a realistic performance measurement standard should be considered to make a good process in job analysis. This is what the process that I mentioned. I taken up all this process from my study material using through all those sources of references. Identification of job analysis purpose, who will conduct job analysis, how to conduct the process of this job analysis, strategic decision making, training to job analysis is very important, preparation of job analysis process, data collection, documentation verification and review should be necessary, and developing job description and job specification is also necessary while doing the process of job analysis. With this, I will stop here. Obviously, in the last slide, I put sources as of for my reference. Okay, and also, dear students, please follow this study material for getting more details. With this, bye for now.